I was overdue for an upgrade to my storage system. Merry Christmas. So, with the Apache case here, it comes with foam inserts, and so they're little square blocks, and they're already perforated, but you can kind of trace an outline as to what columns you want to remove. And so that's what I'm doing here, just kind of putting down a card that's in a top loader, and just ran a blade over the sides of it so I know which blocks to take out. And see, that's me removing some of the foam inserts there on the top layer. So there are 3 layers of foam. This is just the top that I'm removing here. As you can see, since I've only removed the top layer, it still sticks out pretty far. We're going to eventually remove the second layer as well. And that's the razor blade that I'm using to kind of cut it all out. And I just kind of spaced out 4, trying to fit 4 rows for the top-loaded cards to be stored. Probably the best way to take these apart and pull the foam out is just to run your finger in between the 2 rows of blocks that are already perforated and kind of pull those apart. That way you're not actually cutting any of the foam and creating any more mess. Since they're already perforated, that works pretty well. There's times throughout doing this where you can't exactly see where where the next row of blocks are, so I kind of do have to use the razor to trace that outline and to show where I need that row to stop. But yeah, usually using the finger is the easiest and most efficient way of doing it. So as you can see, now that we have both layers removed, of the 2 foam layers, fits really well in there. That's to show you the difference in the first layer being removed versus both. Once I had the first row done, I just repeated the process 3 more times for my 4 rows. Each row of cards separated by 1 individual block. You'll see that later. But yeah, so that's, the rest is just kind of the process of repeating what I just did for that first one. Now that all my top rows are done, I just had to trace for the second row of foam to know where I wanted to cut that out and knock out those little styrofoam blocks. Also, just FYI, slabs don't really fit unless you cut that third row. So this shows you, see, it's not really going to close with a slab in there. You're going to have to cut that third row of foam on the bottom, and then it won't have foam underneath the cards. It'll just be against that hard plastic on the bottom. I mean, you can kind of fix it however you want to if you're planning on putting slabs there, or you can lean them back a little bit. It's up to you, but this was not for my slabs. This is just for my raw cards, top-loaded cards, things like that. And there you have it, guys, all organized nice and neat in their new home. Thanks for checking it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you next time.